All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to get started here. Welcome to the meeting of the Development and Environmental Review Committee. Today is January 11th, 2023, and the time is approximately 10:01. My name is Mike Rosales with the Planning Division. Can we go ahead and have introduction, please?
Sure. I'm Mina with Public Works Land Development.
Azam Jabshe, Public Works Traffic Engineer for the city.
Valenzuela, Public Works Engineering.
Robert Lindbergh, Water Department Engineering.
Elizabeth Mora Rodriguez, Planning Division.
Chantel Choice, Planning Division.
Robert Castro, Water Department, Environmental Control.
All right, thank you, everybody. Well, we're going to go ahead and start with the public hearing, and we're going to go ahead and hear item number 1. Elizabeth, can you present item number 1, please?
Yes, item number 1 is the amendment to conditions 22-02. This is a request to allow an amendment modifying the conditions of approval as set by the San Bernardino Municipal Water District and the Public Works Department for previously approved development permit type D 22-01. The project was on the north side of Institution Road, approximately 1/4 mile south of North Cajon Boulevard, within the Cajon Creek specific plan. The recommendation at this time is for the Development and Environmental Review Committee to adopt resolution number 2023-008, approving amendments to conditions 22-02 based on the findings of fact and subject to the recommended conditions of approval and the previously environmental exemption. I do want to read into record that the only conditions that are being modified are for language purposes. So it is going to be condition of approval 32B for on-site utilities for the Land Development Division. The condition, one of the conditions will read, the project site shall be provided with separate water and sewer facilities in compliance with the regulatory requirements, including, if applicable, an approved connection to the water and sewer system of the city or other agencies providing such services in the area. Additionally, it will be condition of approval 32F. It will read as follows. All existing overhead on-site utilities adjacent to or traversing the site on project side of the street shall be placed underground in accordance with section 19.20.030 of the Development Code. And that would be the only 2 conditions that will be modified for the Land Development Division. For the Water Municipal Department, the following conditions of approval will be modified. That would be condition of approval 74B. It will read as follows. Sewer connection and capacity fees due prior to issuance of a building permit, if applicable. The second condition will read as follows, and that was for condition of approval 74D, and that is sewer main extension required per rule and regulation number 20 if city sewer is required. Any previously approved conditions of approval as stated in the previously approved resolution of 2022-041 will maintain and will hold.
Okay. All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Any further comments? No? All right, Mina, want to start us off with any comments?
No comments. Our conditions haven't changed.
No
Azam?
comments, conditions haven't changed for traffic, so.
Robert?
No comments. Our conditions haven't changed.
Robert Al?
There are no water or sewer mains fronting the project. A Rule and Reg 20 application has been submitted for water. There is no model fire flow data for existing hydrants in Cajon Boulevard. So if you want fire flow data, you need to request fuel fire flow. If you do decide to be served for sewer by this SBMWD, you'll need to add that to the existing Rule and Reg 20 application. It's nothing really new. It's just wanted to remind you. Those are the conditions.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Robert C?
No new comments. The previously issued requirements still remain.
All right, well, thank you all. So this is for final action. Do we have a motion? To
Second.
All right, we have a second to adopt resolution number 2023-008. Thank you.
Chair,
Yes.
do you have a vote on that motion? Did you get a vote?
Yeah,
on that
too.
motion? You had the motion. You need the actual
Oh, yeah, that's right.
For all of them or just this one?
Yeah.
Just for this one?
Yeah, just for this one.
vote. We had a first, we had a second, but we do need.
Yeah, do we have a
How many
vote?
do you need? Majority. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Vote?
Thank you.
Yes?
Everybody good?
All right, the item passes.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, item number 2, Elizabeth, can we have the project, please?
Yes, item number 2 is conditional use permit 21-24. This is a request to allow the development, establishment, and operation of a restaurant with drive-through containing approximately 2,321 square feet, and adjust the lot lines between 2 commercial parcels, parcels A and B, on a property comprised of 4 parcels containing a total of approximately 31,588 square feet. The project site is located on the southwest corner of West 5th Street and North G Street within the commercial regional CR2 zone. The environmental determination is that the project is categorically exempt pursuant to section 15303, new construction or conversion of small structures, and section 15332, infill development projects of CEQA. At this time, staff recommends that the Development and Environmental Review Committee move this item forward to a future planning commission for consideration. At this time, there is no date, but we would like to, at this time, move forward.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Start off with comments. Mina?
Sure. This is the part of the 5th Street development, right? Are they on the same lot, Sonic and the Quick Quack?
This one is next to the In-N-Out.
One's next to it. Where's the?
There's
okay.
the In-N-Out is on that.
This is Sonic that's
What's
right
that?
next to In-N-Out.
Yep,
Right.
yep, on the south.
Okay. Okay.
West corner.
Never mind. Okay. Standard comments. I do need a lot line adjustment. That will first have to go through planning for the first approval, and then it'll come down to land development for the engineering check.
So that's something that will be conditioned, so we take the project forward to planning commission, they would just need to provide the lot line adjustment.
I mean, if you want to submit
At
it,
that point.
yeah, if they want to submit it early, they can. It won't change a whole lot. It's just, I don't think it will stop anything from being approved. But if you do want to get started on that, you can, or you could submit it with your grading plan as
Submit
part of
with
the
the grading.
package. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else is standard. Thank you.
All right. Zam?
For traffic, this project was previously approved with the global study that we did on 5th with the rest of the development we have for the car wash and then the future Chipotle on the northeast. So traffic is clear, we can move on. No additional comments.
Thank you. Robert?
Conditions as previous, no changes at this point.
All right, thank you. Robert Al?
Submit a rule and reg 20, rule and reg number 5 application for any new water services upgrades or abandonments. Likewise, rule and reg number 25 for anything sewer related and to pay any sewer related charges. You have to pay those sewer related charges prior to the issuance of a building permit. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Robert. Robert C?
Is the applicant here?
Yes, the applicant is here.
Okay, this will require a pretreatment determination, so a plan check review by Water Department Environmental Control will be required to be submitted, and that is separate from any submittal to your planner or to the city or other city departments.
I will provide you a copy of all the conditions of approval as said here, and they'll, once I get them in writing, I will get those over to you so you have a copy of those.
All right. Did the applicant have anything to say, or would you like to speak? Yeah. Go ahead, come on.
Morning, thank you for your time. My name's Jeff Hopkins, with Coast to Coast, the applicant. Also, Devin Westling with Coast to Coast, the Sonic franchisee, Hannah with Kinley Barnes or Civil, and then John's here as the property owner. We did have one question with regards to the conditions. With regards to center line, we're showing 32 feet. We're not showing any street lighting. In and out was conditioned the same. The northwest corner was conditioned the same, and I think the southwest corner is conditioned the same. And we just want to confirm on that condition with regard to the street line. We're 32 feet from the center line. We're showing the same condition as in and out, and then also the same condition as the southwest corner. So there's no street widening that is being imposed on the other projects, and we just want to confirm as a condition that we're only 32 feet from center line.
No, currently you are at 36 feet. I have not heard anything from our city engineer or anything indicating that this was going to be removed. Same thing as the other corner. The north corner had been removed, so the north portion has been removed, but the south portion has not. In and out does not have or does not trigger the requirements for the off-sites. They are only doing conditions that were previously set on their building a few years or several years ago.
So, but in and out's extending the curb to the two properties. So in and out's expanding their property. We're actually sharing the curb line and the entrance to the main entrance off of Fifth. And so we from a condition standpoint, how do we adjust that curb if there's no center line that ties to the center line?
Center line stays the same. Your curb line is what would be widened, and it's widened based on the general plan requirements. Only above we could actually have any of those changes as what was done on the north side. In and out does not trigger the requirements of their improvements because they are lot merging the project, and since there's no building improvements being done at this point, I cannot require them to widen the road. The dedication requirements is based on requirements that was originally given to them several years ago. They did not do it. They are now required to do it because they did not do it previously. But no, since they are not widening, or since they are not doing anything to the building, it does not trigger anything for me to do the offsites.
So, Gian Tor again from Piper Real Estate Group. Early on the stage of this project, we had come to agreement with engineering that Fifth Street wouldn't need to be widened on any of the corners. Alex Kishta and Susan were involved in that.
If Susan gives you the approval for the not widening on Fifth Street, that is fine. The north side has already been given and was corrected, yes. This right here has not. I have not seen anything from Alex and or Susan at this point in time. If they were to give it to us, then we can relieve that condition. As it stands right now, it is at 36-foot 4-year widening.
So what we'll do is we'll have to set up a meeting afterwards, and we can do that to coordinate with Susan, Robert, Susan, and that way we can get that conversation going to clarify that before we move forward with the project to Planning Commission.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That works for everybody?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Any other comments from the public? All right, so the motion today would be to move this item forward to a planning commission for consideration with an unspecified date. Do we have a motion to move it forward?
Second.
All right, thank you. And do we have the vote to move forward to planning commission? Nina?
Yep.
Is it Tom? Robert? Robert? All right, I guess. So moving forward. All right, item number 3, Chantal, could we have the staff report, please, or the presentation?
Yes. Item number 3 is conditional use permit 2209, a request to allow the development, establishment, and operation of a drive-through express car wash containing approximately 3,596 square feet on a property comprised of 2 parcels containing a total of 1.27 acres located at 1435 and 1445 East Highland Avenue within the commercial general 1 zone. The property is exempt. The project is exempt pursuant to section 15303, new constructions or conversion of small structures. Staff recommends that the Development and Environmental Review Committee move this item forward to the Planning Commission for consideration.
All right, thank you, Chantal. Do you have any further comments?
No further.
All right. Mina?
Sure. So it's just confusing because there's 3 quick quacks on here. For this one, given the size of the property, we are requiring a SWIP to the state. Everything else is standard. We do need a lot merger, just to combine the two lots, but,
It-
Done and
they
recorded.
did it. It's been
oh,
recorded,
that's the
yeah.
one, okay,
Done and recorded.
okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. All right, well, then we're good. Everything else is standard. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mina. Zam?
I just need them to submit the traffic scope approval form on the new form that is shown on the TIA guidelines, July 2020.
Yes. I
Once you
forwarded
get that done, forward that to me, we'll review it, and hopefully it doesn't trigger TIA, so we can
Okay.
give you the approval.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Zam. Robert?
Same conditions as previous, no new conditions at this point.
All right, Robert Al?
This project is in East Valley Water District's service area for both water and sewer.
All right. Robert C?
Even though this project is in East Valley Water District's area, the sewer discharges are still currently being treated by SBMWD. So a pre-treatment review is required. Plan check submittal to SBMWD Environmental Control directly to us is required.
All right, thank you, Robert. Did the applicant want to say a few words?
Sure.
All right.
So as previously
Oh,
discussed.
go ahead and state your name, sir.
Sorry, Chris Post, ATC Design Group.
Thank you.
Lot line adjustments been recorded, so that's taken care of. Sorry about the traffic. I didn't realize the form changed.
That's okay.
But we did develop the medical clinic right next door, and a TIA wasn't triggered by the, so I'm not too worried about it. Submittal, we already have applications into water and sewer, so we're ahead of that game for East Valley. The submittal to municipal, just standard.
Yes, it'll require you to submit a Rule and Reg 26 industrial user permit application
Okay.
and submittal of plumbing plans, including any pretreatment equipment.
Okay, great. And if there's any questions of the operator, we are fortunate enough to have a representative, quick back here, Van Shannon is here, so, as well as a representative of the property owners here. So if you have any questions about the design, I can address those. Operations, we can get those addressed as well.
No, I don't have any questions. Anybody else? Robin?
Not at this time.
Thank you, Chris. Anybody else have any comments from the public? No? All right, so today, we're gonna need a motion to move this item forward to the planning commission for consideration with an unspecified date. Second? All right, we're moving it forward to planning commission. No vote needed, guys, okay? We can figure
Thanks,
it out
folks.
last night. Thank you, gentlemen.
Good, never mind. What, midnight? Midnight?
Yeah, 11 almost.
Oh my God.
I know he does. All right, moving on. Item number 4, Elizabeth, can we have the presentation,
We're
please?
actually gonna jump
Oh,
to
yes,
item
to
number
7, right? Sorry, I forgot I highlighted it and I didn't. Okay, so we're gonna move on to item number 7 before item number 4. Chantal, could we have the presentation?
Yeah, so item number 7 is subdivision 22-09 and conditional use permit 21-23. A request to allow the consolidation of 6 parcels into one parcel containing a total of approximately 1.3 acres and the development and establishment of a drive-through car wash containing approximately 3,378 square feet located at 673 West 5th Street within the Commercial Regional CR2 Zone and Transit District Overlay. Staff recommends that the Development and Environmental Review Committee move this item forward to the Planning Commission for consideration.
All right, thank you, Chantal. Do you have any further comments?
No.
All right, we'll start off with comments. Mina?
Sure. Given the size of the project, we're gonna need a SWIP submitted to the state. We're gonna need a final parcel map at the time of submittal. Everything else, just standard. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mina. Zam?
Again, this is part of the global traffic plan that, and the traffic impact analysis report that was submitted for the, all the development along Fifth. So I think with traffic, you can move forward and you can proceed.
All right, thank you, Zam. Robert?
Same conditions as we have been working on over the last few DRC meetings. Haven't changed anything, so they're still the same.
All right, thank you, Robert. Robert Al?
Submit a Rule and Reg 5 application for anything water-related for new services, upgrades, or abandonments. Submit a Rule and Reg 25 application for anything sewer-related, to pay any treatment, collection, and inspection charges. You'll have to pay all sewer-related charges prior to the issuance of a building permit. You also need to submit car wash equipment specifications. We need to know how many gallons you're going to be discharging to the sanitary sewer per car. We're also going to need to know how many cars per day you're going to be washing. That's all I have.
Thank you, Robert Al. Robert C?
Pre-treatment review is required. Plan check submittal, including a rule and reg 26 industrial user permit application, and plans and equipment information similar to Robert L. will be required.
All right, thank you. Is there anybody from the applicant or public? Go ahead, come up to the podium, state your name.
Hi, Danielle Foley. Nice
Hello.
to see you all. This is also for Robert, kind of addressing what Sonics was talking about. We do have some kind of email correspondence with Alex approving not having to widen 5th Street. And then as well for all 4 corners of that intersection on G Street, about keeping the corner radius consistent at 30 feet instead of 35. So that's been agreed and is in construction on the northwest corner. And so we have some correspondence with Alex agreeing all 4 corners would comply with that.
I don't have that email, so if you email it over to us or
Yeah.
have that given to Susan, if we're still in agreement with it, then we can go forward with it. We're just following what the agreement, what the requirements are through the general plan, our policies, and the municipal code.
No, I understand.
So if he has something of that sort, or you have something of that, we can utilize it. It's going to be up to Susan if she's going to still agree with it.
Okay.
And then we can move forward with it, yes.
And with the meeting with Sonic, we could sit in on that as well and discuss.
Perfect. I think that would be best. I'll make sure to send it to both planners and then with Susan and Robert, and then we can maybe set up the call then. That's all I have. Anything else?
All right, thank you. Anybody else wish to speak? No? All right, do we have a motion to move this item forward to the Planning Commission for an unspecified date?
Second.
All right, we got a second?
Thank you.
Jumping back to item 4, right?
Yes.
Item 4, Elizabeth, could we have the presentation, please?
Yes, so item number 4 is conditional use permit 22-10. This is a request to allow the development, establishment, and operation of a drive-through express car wash containing approximately 3,596 square feet on a property comprised of 2 parcels containing a total of approximately 1.48 acres. The project site is located on the southwest corner of West Kendall Drive and North Shandon Hills Drive. The property is within the commercial general zone and the transit district overlay. Currently at this time, the environmental determination is categorically exempt pursuant to section 15303, new construction or conversion of small structures of CEQA. The recommendation at this time is to move the item to the Planning Commission for consideration.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Do you have any further comments?
No, I do not have any comments at this time.
All right, thank you. We'll start with comments. Mina?
All my comments are standard. Just, I do need a lot merger to combine the 2 lots. Everything else, just standard. Thank you.
Thank you,
Well,
Mina.
the lot merger is going to be a condition of approval as part of the standard.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in there.
Okay.
Thank you. Azam?
This was previously approved as a different land use, so with the car wash addition, it did not trigger TIA because it has less trips. So based on that, I approved the scope for the car wash, and there's no additional, there's signage that needs to be installed at the driveway. Gian, if you recall, on Kindle, we need to do that. And I think you mentioned that you're gonna have a discussion with the 7-Eleven in implementing that to prohibit the left turns out. But besides that, those are all the conditions that I have for the project.
Thank you, Azam. Robert?
The previous conditions that we had for our last DERC are still the same. Only thing I did was clarify it with municipal codes and such, but there's no change to the project itself.
All right, thank you, Robert. Robert Al?
I'll submit a Rule and Reg 5 application for any new water services, upgrades or abandonments. Likewise, Rule and Reg 25 for anything sewer related, pay any treatment, collection, and inspection fees. You must pay all sewer related fees prior to the issuance of building permits. We're also going to need car wash equipment specifications on this one as well.
All right, thank you, Robert Al. Robert C?
Again, a pre-treatment review is required. A plan check submittal, including a Rule and Reg 26 industrial user permit application is required, as well as plumbing plans and car wash equipment plans.
All right.
And we will get you all the final conditions of approval.
All right, thank you. Did the applicant wish to speak? Anybody from the public?
I'm okay, actually. Thank
You are? Okay. All righty, so do we have a motion to move this item forward to the Planning Commission for unspecified date? Do we have a second?
A second, sorry.
Thank you, Azam. All right.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Huh?
Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Who's throwing me off?
I threw myself.
We're still stuck in last night. That's how traumatizing it was.
Yeah.
You know who I can't get out of my head? The construction project manager for Dutch Brothers. All right, item number 5 today.
Yes, item number 5 is pre-application 22-25. This is a request to allow the development and establishment of a 2-story office building containing approximately 6,847 square feet on a property comprised of 3 parcels, containing a total of approximately 0.47 acres. The project site is located on the southwest corner of West Mill Street and South J Street within the commercial general CG1 zone. At this time, the recommendation is that the Development and Environmental Review Committee just provide preliminary review. No action is required, just comments for a potential future or formal submittal of an application.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Any further comments?
No additional further comments on mine. I will provide the comments to the applicant at a later date.
All right, thank you. Comments, Mina?
Yeah, the applicant, are you the applicant?
Applicant, yes?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All my comments are standard and they'll be provided, but I do need a lot merger for this.
So, okay, a lot merger.
Thank you.
And if they were to do, the lot merger can be done, if they decide to move forward, the lot merger could be done before the approval of the formal application?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to confirm.
Nice. Thank you, sir. Azam?
Yeah, based on the building size, I don't think you need a traffic scope approval form, so.
Thank you. Robert?
I do have several. I did write them down. I have given them to your planner. Actually, I put them on the G drive, so she'll be able to pull them off and then give them out to you. As you go through them and you have questions on it, you can work with your planner to set up a meeting with Public Works to go over those items. Fortunately, there's a lot because you have city right-of-way on all 4 sides of you. So there's going to be a lot of information. So as you go through it and you have questions, we'll sit down and explain those to you.
Thank you, Robert. Robert Al?
I'll submit a Rule and Reg 5 application for any new water services, any upgrades or service abandonments. Submit a Rule and Reg 25 application for anything sewer related and pay any treatments, collection and inspection fees. You must pay all sewer related fees prior to the issuance of a building permit. That's all I have on that.
Thank you, Robert. Robert C?
Just to confirm, Elizabeth, is this the building being proposed for medical use?
Yes, it would be a medical office, correct?
Motion for the general office.
General office and medical office, combination of either, yes.
So a plan check review from environmental control is required due to the medical-related businesses. Pretreatment may be required. The submittal of a Rule and Reg 26 industrial user application is required to start that process.
Thank you, Robert. Did the applicant want to say anything? Did you have any questions?
No, that's fine. Only that it's the office, the medical office is going to be just general medical office. It's not surgery and not.
What? In the plans, I thought I saw dental being mentioned. There are, as of 2020, there are new EPA dental regulations that do require pretreatment equipment. So we can discuss that further if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, thank you. So thank you. This is just for comments, so there's no action required. Moving on to item number 6. Chantal, do we have the presentation?
Yeah, I can't do it here. Item number 6 is pre-application 2228, a request to allow the development and establishment of a multiple family residential project consisting of three duplexes, each containing a total approximately 2,978 square feet with 2-car garages containing approximately 882 square feet on a parcel containing approximately 0.52 acres located at 138 West 9th Street. Staff recommends that the Development and Environmental Review Committee give a preliminary review with no action required.
All right, thank you, Chantal. Was there any further comments you had?
No.
All right, the applicant isn't here, but we'll go on record for the comments. Nina?
It's all standard comments for this one.
Okay, thank you. Hazam?
Based on the square footage, no traffic impact or traffic scope form is important.
Thank you, sir. Robert?
I do have the information that's on the T drive that was given to you for the conditions. If you have any questions or they have any questions, just set the meeting and we can go over them.
Thank you, sir.
Although if you look at it, I think I put PA 26, so I'll have to fix that.
Okay.
Thank you. Robert Al?
Submit a Rule and Reg 5 application for any new water services, upgrades or abandonments. Likewise, a Rule and Reg 25 for anything sewer related. Pay any treatment, collection, or inspection charges. All those sewer-related fees have to be paid prior to the issuance of a building permit. If this project is master metered, because it's more than 4 units, it will have to sub-meter on site if they wish to. So
Okay.
that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Robert C?
No comments on this project.
All right. And the applicant is not here, so this was just for comments. All right, so that brings us to adjournment. And the next meeting of the Development and Environmental Review Committee will be held on Wednesday, January 25th, 2023 at 10 a.m. here in this boardroom. Thank you.
Excellent.